My name is Patrick with Your Modern Accountant. We're an online tax accounting firm here in Canada. We have four full-time accountants, one administrative office manager, and about 3 to 5 seasonal employees during the busy time. We service about 1,000 or so personal tax clients and 300 and change corporate clients. We're primarily in the tax space, offering tax filing for all types of personal, corporate, business consulting, and payroll and bookkeeping as well. We've been working with TaxDome for the last 2 years. We're entering our third year now. Prior to using TaxDome, we were haphazardly piecing together a bunch of different softwares from document management, signatures, client actions, workflow management. So we were using about, I believe it was 4 or even 5 different softwares, constantly changing them. Not every team member was on the same system. So we were all kind of all over the place before entering TaxDome.
Right.
So when moving to TaxDome, we were trying to be more proactive with our clients. We're always trying to find ways to help inform them of any deadlines and new tax benefits that come down. So we wanted to make sure we were on top of our clients a lot more than we were before. Also, we were looking for solutions to keep them in the loop of the process of their work. So where we were in the stage, how much longer it's going to take. We also were a very transparent company, especially with our clients. So we always were searching for ways to take better notes so that internally people were all in the same system. So we were having a lot of trouble trying to figure out where work was in the process and who was doing what. That was our biggest problem, was team management and workloads, knowing exactly what everyone's working on and knowing how long they've been working on it. And especially if a team member gets sick or isn't able to come to work, having another team member pick that up, we were losing a lot of time trying to have a new team member reorient themselves with different case files. TaxDome has helped in every aspect of our goals. Tracking work was the biggest pull for us to jump in with TaxDome. Their workflow management was incredible. Ensuring the work has been done, knowing exactly where it is in the process, how long it's been there. Now, using TaxDome, having the ability to reassign work from one team member to another and still having all of that information, what's been going on, the notes from the previous team member, the files that have been sent to the client, the chats with the client, all in one location for the new team member to absorb, has been a huge time saver, so they can acquaint themselves with the file without bothering the client and without losing any time nearly. One thing we weren't expecting from TaxDome was their CRM system. So the ability to segregate our clients into different subcategories, not just personal and corporate tax, but self-employed and rental properties, or different industries within their corporate tax. As well as monthly bookkeeping, annual bookkeeping, payroll clients. So we knew exactly what service we were providing each client. Another thing was the ability to have everything in one place. This client profile feature has been a game changer for us. When we receive calls from current clients, I might not have been working on the file, or a team member who answers the phone might not have been working on that file, but we can quickly search their name within TaxDome and get caught up in real time on the phone with them to answer their questions about their taxes, maybe where they are in the process, or any questions they may have sent through the chat that have gone unanswered. We can jump in there and answer those questions very quickly. So it's been a really huge CRM system for us. I find the tags feature the most helpful myself, because running the company, I like to see what client types we have and segregating them into different groups so that I know what areas of the business to improve upon. But my team members specifically like the chat feature. And our clients, about 90% of them have said they really appreciate the chat feature as well. So some of our, email is still a very big part of what we do and what our clients do, but some of our team members have conditioned their clients to almost be exclusively on the chat. So our team members can log in for the day, head straight to TaxDome, and stay there with the tax filing software to the side and almost never go to email. In this past tax season, we could see that our margins had increased 40% from the previous year that we started with TaxDome. And I believe that's all efficiency increases as a result of TaxDome. Our staffing size has remained almost the same over the past 2 years, other than seasonal team members. But what has really been a huge benefit to us is the ease of onboarding new team members, whether they're temporary for the season for 3 to 6 months or permanent beyond that. So just the ability to get someone set up on TaxDome through our internal training, but also the TaxDome Academy, so that everyone's caught up, has really increased onboarding efficiencies. And a new team member can start, and by the end of the first day, are pretty well versed in how our process works with TaxDome and how TaxDome works itself, and are very comfortable with it. It's very easy to increase staff. And now that we have the strong foundation internally by using TaxDome, our next couple of years are going to be focused on scaling at this point. I would say easily 90% of our clients are super happy using TaxDome, having everything integrated into one system, from onboarding to document sharing, signatures, and invoicing. So I'd say our clients are very happy that we're using TaxDome now compared to any other prior services. Prior to TaxDome, when we were using some haphazard software and trying to figure out where we were, TaxDome has now given us that ability to see everyone's work in one location and ensure nothing is missed or forgotten about or extremely long delays. This year, we have started using the invoicing system built into TaxDome, and our accounts receivable has dropped by 70% just by using that. So we're very happy with TaxDome and its increases in efficiency in our workflow that is brought to us. I would say that we'd gain an increase about 20% to the bottom line compared to previous years that I would attribute directly to TaxDome. So that is straight to the bottom as a result, again, of the massive efficiency increases that we've seen over the last 2 years by using TaxDome. Other things that we're seeing from TaxDome, I would say the number of closed jobs is something that we're keeping a closer eye on now than we had before. Even in the past, prior to TaxDome, we wouldn't have had that ability to see that. But I could see that by seeing the number of closed jobs for personal returns or corporate returns, and a job could be 1 year, could be multiple years, but we can see we've had a clear increase of closed work by using TaxDome of about 10%. Most of the efficiencies in our workflow as a result of TaxDome have come through the automations. I mean, the automated data collection through intake or organizer forms from the start, making sure we have up-to-date client information through those forms. We're not asking basic questions multiple times. We're just getting straight answers. All that has freed up our time so we can focus on the work and on the taxes, not having to follow up with clients about where their work is in the workflow, having those automated messages going out, informing that client, keeping them up to date of where their taxes are in the process, saves us an immense amount of time. Our clients appreciate knowing where their return is, getting updates every couple of days, in some cases every couple of hours if we're working on it. And TaxDome has helped us reach all of those goals. Having TaxDome set up in the past 2 years has really helped me as the business owner ensure that my time is spent doing the things that help the business progress. So before putting out fires, chasing down work, chasing down invoices, we don't have to do any of that anymore. I don't have to do any of that anymore. So TaxDome has really helped free up my time from the day-to-day and minutia of it all, and allowed me to focus on growing the business. So now that we've been with TaxDome for 2 years, the next 2 to 5 years are going to be exponential for us now that we have this extremely strong and solid foundation that we hadn't had before.